Alright, we're back on live. Man, I can't believe that for 15 minutes, actually almost 20 minutes, I didn't realize the stream was dead. Man, Streamlabs just... This is the second time it happened. I apologize. This is the second time it's happened where for some odd reason, it's streaming and then it cuts and dies. Man, so I was literally talking to nobody for the last 20 minutes. How embarrassing. I don't think anybody missed anything though. We didn't do any story. All we did was just do battle. I was just thinking literally for the last 20 minutes nobody was saying anything because I was just so focused on the battle. And I didn't look over it until fortunately, thank you Jtron for saying, hey, is the stream dead? And I checked and I'm like, oh crap, it is. Big oof. My bad guys, I'm sorry. Amateur move, I know. Keith, so you joined the stream and then said, how can I rob the stream? I did. Mission successful? Nah. Don't take credit where it's not due.
We must survive. I need to think things through. We must. This isn't so hard. This is all.
Man, we've got it rough. Stay calm.
What's the situation? Need help. Let's get him. I can do.
Better put on a show for Yuki-chan.
Oh, I forgot that he likes... Actually, his special ability, we were checking out Sentinel upgrades. That's the only thing that was missing, was that we unlocked Sentinel upgrades, and so I was just upgrading Sentinels for the last 10 minutes. Nobody missed anything. There was no story. I'm just being dumb. Which is a relief, because all those horribly insensitive things that would get me banned on Twitter and most of Reddit. Oof, nobody heard that, thank goodness. We'll let those guys come closer.
Let's turn this around.
Man, we've got it
Let's.
rough.
We will not lose. I need to.
Hope I can pull my weight. Here we go.
I won't give up. Take that. Ready for this? This is all pretty creepy.
Oh, all these dudes are armored. That's problematic.
Backup deployed. Are we winning? Your turn.
We are getting surrounded is what's happening. This is where I am very glad that we invested in ground rockets. Never mind, most of those were flying units.
We must survive.
Alright, Jiro, get out there and cut that dude.
I'll take them down quick. I'll destroy you. Got that one. I did it. So, what's my next move? I'll show you.
Grab their target. What now? Gotcha. Nailed it. That's some
And
power.
we will not lose.
Man, we are getting bum rushed.
Stay on guard. How's this? That's it. That hit. Got it. That easy. Man, we've got it. Hope I can pull my weight. Stay calm. I can do this.
Nice, good job, Shu. We are going to form a tactical net of landmines around
What's the
us.
situation?
So if you want to get to us, you're going to have to cross a moat. That's not pleasant. Hey, Fire Emblem. Welcome back. Throw down Lego piece. That's exactly right. They're going to have a bad time.
I won't let you. Attack landed. I'll take them all. I can do this. Let's do this.
We have a lot of big beats, though.
Here's the plan.
Yeah.
How's this? What now? Don't miss.
Is that a shield generator guy?
Oh no, you don't.
That might be.
Got it. We must survive. Let's do this. I did it.
What now?
Oh, I forgot. Jiro doesn't have Demolisher Blade. He has Shining Finger later, and I haven't unlocked it. Does he have EMP? He does not have EMP.
Just watch. Got it. Kaiju down.
Alright, we're doing good here. We're just gonna clean up a little bit.
Here goes. Bullseye. Bingo. That's some power.
This is all pretty freaky.
That's some power. Kono power.
I'll show you. Score! Yes! I need to think.
Yeah, I should have went with the ground rockets.
Take that! Yes! One down.
Stay on guard. How's this?
Thank you.
Are we winning? Gotcha. Nailed it. That easy.
There's still hope.
That wasn't bad. Staggering him in the middle of a landmine worked.
Let's do this. Did I? They won't get past me.
Can't mess this up. Damn Kaiju.
Oh, it's a carrier.
That hit. Good. Man, we
Nice.
got
Good
it.
job, sentry guns.
Your turn.
I was not refreshing my interceptors.
Let's
I should have been.
watch this. They felt that.
Nice.
I beat him.
That got dicey there for a second, but we ended at 95% city damage and 100% okay with terminal. We're doing good.
Aegis activated. Terminal closure complete. Surrounding 2-kilometer area now fully secure. Ending technical analysis.
I know it's kind of late, but maybe you'd know, Sekigahara. They're attacking the mainframe from these terminal things, right? That means these
I'm curious if they don't trust A.
spots.
Why is he
So
on
why
the
are there
team?
so goddamn many of them? We covered this already. The mainframe uses them to control and maintain the city. They're laid out in a network, like a massive nervous system. That's why the Kaiju are going after them.
foe that's going to destroy our city?
You don't know anything, huh? This ain't even our city. It's been a damn cage ever since we were born.
Okay.
Do it.
I'm gonna be more responsible with two. See, that's the thing that's weird about Streamlabs, and I wonder if it's a Streamlab problem or a YouTube problem. Where, for some reason, if Streamlabs looks like it crashes for a little bit, it kills the signal to YouTube, understandably, but it doesn't restore it. I wonder if Streamlabs may not play nice with YouTube. I'll have to look into that. Because this is the second time that we've crashed in the middle, and it was purely Streamlabs crashing. It could be my computer too.
Let's keep it going. We're all
Wow, I'm
survivors.
surprised Juro got MVP on that. Must have been all the century. Everybody's double digits now, I think, in terms of level, so we're pretty good. Nice. Oh, we got a lot of mystery points. Now let's cash this in and do a little bit of story. We'll do one more battle before the end of the stream, but for now I want to get some story in. Oh, wait. Ida is Shu? Whoa, I did not see that twist. That's a twist. I did not realize Ida was... Because I was wondering earlier when Kyoko was like, oh, all of a sudden I see Shu and I'm falling in love. I'm like, that's weird. You love the teacher guy. The teacher guy is Shu. I see it now. But man, I did not see that. What a twist. "426 is the prison number of an escaped prisoner from the future. And he's the one that's been jumping from body to body. Interesting. And what are her pills? I am curious. This is cool concept art. I've heard people describe Ryoko as Rei. Why? Is she a clone of somebody's mother? Like, just because she has bandages on her head and she pilots a suit doesn't make her Rei. Rei isn't the first person to pilot a suit and get bandages on her face. Unless there's more, and she actually is somebody's, you know, clone mother. She's from the future, but she's just a kid now. I mean, because we have people that may or may not be cyborgs, people that may or may not be clones, people that may or may not be body switchers, people that may or may not be any evil Terminator robot in disguise, people that may or may not be in between two times at once, people that may or may not be like shapeshifters. There's a lot on the table here. But yeah, if you're just gonna make something superficial like that, like, oh, it's a girl, she's in a mecha, she's wearing bandages, that's Rei. I'm like, yep, you put about as much thought into that statement as I thought. Unless it was a joke, in which case, good on you. Oh, we're 50% through the battles, apparently. There must only be 3 areas, then, like we thought. Or 4 areas. And we're done with the tutorial area. We did all of 1. No, I guess it's just 3 then. Yeah, it's... whatever. We're halfway through. Alright. think with Ryoko we're gonna get Goto because she hangs out with Goto.
Easy. Take your time. Do you know where you are?
Okay. Oh man, we need to go back to Nurse's Office 1. Oh, we need surveillance footage from something. Or is that where we get it? Is surveillance footage. Okay, so there's something we need to do here to get surveillance footage for something. Alright, over here we need to get Jiro. And there's an option to run away. We can do the runaway one. We can actually jump here, can't we? Because it's a blue box. So we can jump here. Or maybe not. It will let us jump. Okay, whatever.
Run away? Why do I need to run?
More specifically, where do we need to run?
Take those when you're at the medicine. Don't worry.
It's a lie.
Are you alright?
I don't know, what is alright?
You should get some rest.
You don't need to worry about me.
If you don't do Goto immediately because he apparently has some really spoilery story bits. What are you really spoiling though? I mean, we have 20 open plot lines and we're constantly opening more. This stuff is so tangled still. We still don't have most of the puzzle pieces. I mean, we just figured out through, I guess you want to call it a spoiler, that Ida is actually Shu. And we learned that from just the little, what do you call that? Not the lore page, but whatever archives.
My head.
Okay, we need to do stuff. We can't just stay around with her.
You should get some...
I can't. I need to... This should make me feel...
Alright. We need to go quickly with her.
Where you go?
Stop.
That's not happening.
Alright, we need to get Jiro, or we need to run away. Okay, we enter classrooms. And apparently we're on a timer with her.
Yakushi, can I talk to you? Run away?
We can't leave. Oh, you know what? I wonder if when we talk to her and she distracts Goto, if we can run away. I didn't think about that.
Kisaragi-san, can I talk to you?
Yeah.
Is there... Yeah. Do you like sweets, senpai?
No, I'm sorry, but I must be going.
No.
Darn. Okay, we missed that. So...
Kisaragi...
Okay.
Yeah? Do you like sweets, senpai?
No,
My head. It hurts.
What you doing with your dog? Do you like...
Oh, no.
What do you like? Did you just tell me to run?
What do you
Goto's
do on your
distract.
days
Go on,
off?
did you?
I'd rather not say.
Do you like sweets, senpai?
Nice. Success!
I can't go on. My head feels like it's splitting. It's empty. That was the last of them. I need to get more pills. The nurse's office should have some.
So, what seems to be the matter, young lady? If there's something troubling you, I can try to help if you like.
No thanks.
I suppose it's to be expected, looking like this.
I'm out of pills. I need to get more. Shuami. Number... Fuyusaka and Kisaragi.
I guess we really do have to get pills.
I don't need it. I can can take... I'm not a child anymore. I don't need... Can take my...
Crap, did we just miss that? Oh no, something happened to her.
It's open. Good. Morimura's not here. Now, where are those pills?
I wonder if the pills are making things worse, and that's the twist here.
There's a student asleep in here. This girl. She looks familiar.
Well, we're getting a flashback. To currently. Or, wait, what's going on?
Yori Fu. She's one of the compatible. There's
It was a
something under
miss.
the
Tell me
pillow.
to take side of the show. Okay.
And
Thanks,
on-
Nitrogon. I appreciate that. Because that looks like she came in right. I was like, that couldn't have been scripted. I must have just missed her. Ample.
The label says NM0206. So she injected you with nanomachines. What is Morimura thinking? Why give Yori Fuyusaka nanomachines? Medication record. Maybe there's something useful in here. Yori Fuyusaka. Nanomachines anchored.
So we have one side that's giving people
Memory
nanomachines,
transplant, a
which
10
brings the
number
machines
7.
somehow. And then we have another group that's trying to disable people with the
transplant.
nanomachines.
It
And we're just
can't
caught in the middle.
be. Ryoko Shinonome. Memory separation. Progressing. Third phase. As with Jiro Izumi. Administering personality synthesis.
I see.
Oh? Where's Gojo-kun? You didn't have permission to read those.
What does this all mean?
It means you're about to forget in 5
It's a
seconds.
necessary measure. Well, did you find the culprit?
What are you planning?
You're in even worse condition than I thought. You need to take your pills.
Answer me. What are you doing to Yori Fuyusaka? My head.
I like how everybody has their own story here.
Doing.
But now when we replay this, we'll know Tomi,
Shinonome-san,
I don't know, takes 30 seconds to appear.
how much can you remember? As I suspected, you're starting to disappear.
So wait, when you exit the hallway, there's another one? So there's another option that's not by the vending machines? And apparently Juro must come out at some point. How do we get back to Nurse's Office 1?
Yes.
It seems like it doesn't let us jump unless it wants us to jump.
It wasn't a dream. Morimura. She's been modifying personalities with nanomachines.
She's also standing right behind you.
She wants to change both me and Yori Fuyusaka into different people.
Ah,
I can't believe what Morimura says.
So is maybe Morimura and Iori both separate personalities of Chihiro? Excuse me. Had to cough very violently there. I don't know. This is a very, very tangled web.
Run away. Number Fuyusaka and Kisara. So we can't trap these pills, but it's the only way these headaches will go away. A picture, one that. These, but it's the only. My head, it hurts. This should make me.
Makes, but don't.
Are you on?
Okay, let's try to get Tomi first, and then figure out things.
Stop, Fog.
That's not happening.
Or maybe we can try getting Juro in the hallway.
Kisara, can I Yeah?
Do you like sweet, senpai?
Right. Has anyone, besides you? Run away? Why do
Oh, whoops.
Days off.
Did you just
Do you like
Goto's
sweet,
just trying to
senpai?
go on?
Oh, no.
What sort of women do you like?
Did it happen again? Did what? Did it crash again?
I can't go on. My head feels like it's splitting. It's empty. That was. I need to. The nurse's office should have some.
Almost? Okay. I need to investigate this. Hopefully I can figure it out before tomorrow, but the stream's been crashing a lot recently. And it's not my internet. My internet's perfectly fine. Something's happening. Something's happening. We may have to run a test stream tomorrow. I mean, we streamed today, so we're getting stuff out. This could almost replace tomorrow. Tomorrow might be a test stream. Or we're going to try to figure out some stuff. Me and my squeaky chair. Alright, so we're gonna chill out and wait for Tomi. Maybe we talk to him.
So cold. So sweet. I can't get enough. What seems to be...
There you are.
Nice.
Over here. Kisaragi-san. Why are you still chasing after Sekigahara? Oh, right. You might not know, but you have to capture him to fix the Sentinels. And he's 426. That right? You knew? Yeah, 'cause you flippin' told me. I don't remember that. Is Morimura doing something to you? You don't remember being in the ruined city together? A ruined city.
Alright, this flashback. Let's take it. Let's dive down this rabbit hole. Yeah, that's another thing that's going on right now that's very ugly and people need to be addressing it.
Damn it. Irritating lock.
The stupid decisions we made to allow the
Doesn't seem possible to force the
FCC
connection.
to just throttle our internet with the net neutrality turnover. Everybody's paying it for it now because everybody's indoors and business is moving more online
Ryoko-san.
and more people are streaming and more people are doing stuff through the internet.
I knew you'd show up here.
Now we're feeling the pinch because now they're arbitrarily throttling and pinching. And they're allowed to do it because we allow those regulations to get flipped. People need to storm Washington and tell them, hey, you need to free the internet. Or make it a utility or do something. Didn't the FCC head, like, Ajit whatever, didn't he just resign, like, this past week? I think that was in the news. But the ISPs are getting rampant right now, and they are just rubbing their hands together like, oh, is the internet? You need this internet? Oh, well. You know, we can upgrade your plan to the not garbage edition. It's a legitimate business strategy to introduce a problem and sell a solution to it. That's not technically wrong. It's not technically nice either. And the scale with which it's being applied needs to have some further considerations past the immediate business implications. I'm not saying give it up for free. What I am saying is we need to rewrite the rulebook on this. Don't make it a hashtag, Keith. You may have missed it, but dumb hashtags, that's a way to irritate me for sure. Anyway, Ace just being kind of cool, chilling out here.
There's nowhere left to run, 426.
I'm 426.
Ultimate Amane, hello, thank
Who did
you.
you hear
Thanks
that
for joining
from?
the stream.
I saw the access logs.
Always like to see
It
a
was
new
you,
name.
Sekigahara. The program that infected the Sentinels. It was created with 426's ID.
So is A426.
Looks like someone left some foolish evidence behind. No!
Don't move.
The shift radius is off. I haven't set the input, but the shift's still being executed.
Get back. I won't let you mess things up again.
Ryoko-san, you need to stay out of this. No!
Or is he like Tomy, where there's 426 impersonating him?
Damn it.
Oh,
We
interesting.
shifted. And to the wrong place, too. Now there's others involved. Not good. My location's going to be tracked. I need to delete the gate's logs.
That explains why you found her over here with the gun.
All these kids. Because of him. Time to end this.
But yeah, the internet war needs to be revised again, because that's something that's impacting everyone. It's not just, oh, we want more internet so we can play more video games and, you know, stream more and blah blah blah. The way that we're interacting, commerce has evolved to be integrated with the internet on such a grand scale. It needs to be considered a normality for the places that can allow it. Like, not everybody has infinite internet, but we need to work on the infrastructure. Come on, people. We're running on copper cables that are 80 years old. Not everywhere needs to have Google Fiber, but we need to have an affordable, practical, engineered solution. Because a lot of people's lives are being impacted, including the people that want to use their internet to complain to other people. You have a stake in this. You have a huge stake in this too, because you can't complain to people and post dumb pictures and use stupid hashtag movements that don't do anything, and yell into your echo chambers and post on Reddit. You need to do all that too. So if you want to get in on this, you're gonna have to join the internet fight.
Ryoko-san.
I've got you cornered now, 426.
Do you? I don't think you do.
It's time to pay for what you've done. Because of you, he's...
You're still going on about Ida?
I should kill you right here.
But you won't.
Then do it. Shoot me. Go on.
I'm serious. I'll do it.
The fact that she tried to pull the trigger shows that she was really trying to kill him, which I respect. She wasn't just talking. She really was going to try to kill him.
I'll take you on myself.
Hey, do you guys remember when I used to post one recap? Is anyone here has anyone here been subbed long enough to remember when I used to post one recap every 3 months? Remember those times? Used to be once every 3 months you would get a recap out of me. I've been doing incredibly better for that. I'm patting myself on the back.
Go on. Take them.
I'm also trying to swat at a mosquito that just got me in my arm, which is annoying. It's like, isn't it too cold for these mosquitoes? Why are they still around? I hear they hide in the
I'm one who
pipes.
infected the Sentinels. I'm not 426 Ryoko-san. We never lived too far apart. Ever since we were kids, wherever you went, I followed. My big sister, Ryoko.
Ah, what a twist. They're siblings.
Don't you remember?
Hey-kun.
So it was one of her personalities. See, we don't know if it's a manufactured personality.
You need to take the ones outside and go back. Understand? I need to get out of here.
He's not 426. Then who's
Zeggy, I hope you make a what is on this. I will.
going on?
I probably will. As long as it doesn't end up very open-ended at the end, it's fine. It needs to have one end.
I need to know.
You bring up an interesting thing too. Some people, like recapitation, that used to be what was on everything, but then I took that off because, to be honest, that's not a searchable term. People aren't looking up the word recapitation. And so I used to put the title as what happened in, which I still use as the primary thing. But then I couldn't do what happened in because it didn't fit in the thumbnails very well, because I don't know how to make thumbnails. I still really don't. But at the same time, I believe in elegance and simplicity. And so I used to put what is blah 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 about. But then I felt that was too congested, so I just shorted it down to what is and then the logo. And that's where we are. So now some people say my what is series, some people say my what happened series, and some people call, including myself, the recapitation series. Which is it? It's kind of all of the above. And if you say any of them, you're not wrong. I prefer them to be called recap because it's kind of what I like. But if you say the what happened series or the what is series, I'm okay with it. It doesn't bother me. You're not wrong. If anything, I gave people options. Alright, so we got the vending machines. There's something that needs to happen in the hallway. Perhaps if we don't run away? Or we get caught? And then we need to do something with Juro. We need to trigger Juro's event. I want to have a rising tide that raises all ships. Alright, we haven't done Keitaro in a while. He's at the lowest percentage. We'll do a chapter of him, and then we'll jump into a battle, and then call it a night. Because we're having technical difficulties. A little bit. But you know what? It's not dampening my mood, because that morale boost from posting a cool recap is still going strong. Still riding that high.
No matter where I am.
And for those of you who
At least
are
the sunset is
YouTube
always the
members
same.
and or patrons, I am working on the deep cut for that as well. I should hopefully record that. I also almost forgot to do a deep cut for the Jizo Mythos one. I plan on doing all 4 in one, because the opinion is pretty universal throughout all of them. And I'll get that done too. You'll have a back-to-back posting.
This place isn't too crowded.
And the building a better
Gives me
bad
room to
guy,
hang around
I'm
and
putting the
think for a
finishing
bit.
touches on.
Better take advantage of that.
Going for a different angle on that one.
They came ashore
Stuffed
during
American
the air raid.
weapons.
They're enormous. Must be over 30 meters tall. Instead of wheels, they move on long leg-like appendages. Quite a terrifying sight. Like something out of hell. Our mother's terrible at sewing, but she made this for Hiro took it. Nothing's changed today.
Keith, you came around 3 years ago? Wow, you've been around then. Ultra Despair Girls? Good time to jump in.
It hasn't gone anywhere.
Enjoy your
Still there,
games.
hiding
Yeah,
behind all
it's funny.
those
Some people are like,
elaborate
oh, what's your real
curtains.
name? It's like, my real name's Nick.
Sentinel.
I actually
what brought me
posted
here.
on the credits of every single video. I've never hidden my name. Some people are surprised. It's like, yeah, my name's Nick. It's a good name. It's the name of champions.
Why were just the Sentinel and I brought here? That thing is beyond me. I'm no expert, but I know it's capable.
I say
of
keep
some
going with
extraordinary
recapitation. I've
feats.
always done recapitation.
Time
When I
travel,
first
though.
started recapitation
Could the
early on,
Sentinel possess
very
an
early
ability
on,
like that?
I know Shadows might be the oldest person here who knows of my stuff, because Shadows learned when I was, I think, at like 10 or 11K in terms of the people that were there. Awesome One says hello. Hey, Awesome One. I have to remember everyone's pseudonyms, and I'm terrible at it, so please be nice. But yeah, Shadows remembers when I was at 10K.
Before the war, my uncle gave me a sci-fi
He might be the
novel.
OG here in this
A
group.
story about traveling through time to the future.
But yeah, I've never hidden the fact
It
that my
only
name's
ever
Nick.
felt like a far-off fantasy. But on that day, at that moment,
I also
that
liked
fantasy
OBM,
became a reality.
but a lot of people just say Oni, and I'm okay with that. It's one syllable less. I'm okay with that. Holy crap. That's a lot of options. Jeez, we are all over the place. Okay, well, we have 6 options. Surely we can hit one of them. It's OS1K. Great new near video. Thank you. I enjoy it myself.
Electromagnetic rounds are offline.
This is one of the recaps where I actually really enjoy playing it, as well as recapping it, as well as editing it, which almost never happens. It was a pleasure, trust me. But yeah, in the very beginning, almost every single video, people would be like, hey, you misspelled recapitulation? And they would kind of like use their middle finger to adjust their glasses on their face while they said so, and like sometimes a little glint would come off of it. And they'd be like, I think the word you're looking for is recapitulation. And they would say it with that tone. Even though it's a text, you know they're saying it with that smug tone. And I'm like, come on, man. It's a made-up word. Why can't you? It's a made-up word for my show, my project. I call it a project. The recapitation project. So he's the one that warped and was found by Natsuno.
Where's the enemy? Did I lose? It reached its operating limit. Where am I?
And then probably BJ's in there too.
The air raid. Everything was just on fire. All these giant towers with glass windows. What the hell's going on? The last thing I
But
remember
now it
is being surrounded by those new American
puts such a
weapons.
small smile on my face. I was about to say puts a smile on my face, but it's only a small smile.
It can't be.
Where every time I see somebody say, I think the next recapitation, they say recapitation and they mean recapitation and they mean my show when that happens, it makes me feel good. It's like, oh my gosh, I finally have a made up word that I have, and when people talk about it, it's talking about me. Because if you Google recapitation, if Google doesn't try to correct you, which it probably will, then the only other thing is it is going to be like random forum posts where people are like, what's the opposite of decapitation? And people will be recapitation. And you just get side stuff, but it mostly directs you to my stuff. So it's like, I have something that is actually tied to me. That is so crazy.
I've heard about major U.S. cities. These high-rise buildings are common. Was I captured? And they got my Sentinel too? They must have done it when I lost consciousness. Brought me to the mainland as their... No, wait. If the Sentinel just reached its operating limit, then not very much time could have passed. But this view says otherwise. It's not my homeland. Somehow, I ended up on U.S. soil.
Ended up on the enemy soil.
If that's the case, fine. I guess this is where I'll die.
He just starts killing
I'm
Americans.
not going down without a fight. I'll face the enemy, even without my Sentinel. The Sentinel. This is bad. The Sentinels are top secret. It can't fall into enemy hands.
Initiating self-destruct sequence.
I can't move the Sentinel now since it hit its operating limit. Considering everything it's been through already, I can't expect it to perform at full capacity. The enemy cannot get their hands on the Sentinel. That's the kind of issue that becomes a national crisis. But what can I do? I can't activate now, let alone initiate self-destruct. I need to slow down and think things over. I should probably go lie low until the Sentinel recovers.
The way Vanillaware
Not because
takes
I'm
this
afraid.
sprite
My
art,
country.
it just does an amazing job of making it being like a
I'd give my
moving
life for them at the drop of
image.
a
Is
hat.
just so cool the
But I
way
have
they do
to
it.
be
They do it with
smart right now.
interesting camera angles.
And that means waiting for the Sentinel to be up
They just
and
get
running.
more advanced with every game of doing it. It's so cool. I just can't stop looking at it and being impressed.
Now that I have a plan, I'd better move fast. I should get out of here before American soldiers show up. I'll stay out of sight until it's the right time to move. Everyone here appears to be Japanese. But something's off. These signs show both kanji and the English alphabet. Ashitaba Printing, Ashitaba Bank. Why are they named after my hometown?
What is this place? It's San Fran, Tokyo, or whatever they called it. By the way, not really a hot take, just a personal opinion. I did not like Big Hero 6. I did not like that movie. I did not like the job they did in Kingdom Hearts 3 with it either. The choice of it, as well as their implementation. It's just, ugh. And the main problem I have with it is mostly Hero. Okay, I think Streamlabs did it again. Did Streamlabs crash for anyone? Because I look over, and all of a sudden maybe there's an update that I missed. Or maybe I need to reinstall it. Because the entire screen went black. Except for the input-output of it. Is everyone still there? This has almost become a test stream.
Sure, the one at Sun Mall?
Nah, the one at Joyride.
And we didn't lose disconnect. Okay, we're still here?
Let's go try
Okay,
out
good.
those big
Thanks,
new
Jax.
Sega machines that came in.
I have no idea what they're talking about, but their language doesn't sound foreign to me.
Did you see him in last night's episode? Yeah. Oh, he's so amazing.
Okay.
Right? I watch
Okay, so
everything he's in.
it's clearly a Streamlabs problem.
Female
Streamlabs
students.
is freaking out for some
Though
reason.
that's quite a bit of
It might just be
exposed
my
leg.
installation. I might just reinstall it.
It almost seems like a different dialect, but it's
It should not
definitely
just be going
Japanese.
completely black like that. Like it looked like it was crashing. It might just be something simple. Like I just might just try reinstalling it. This is the first time it's been happening, even though it's been happening consistently. Because it didn't happen for the first few streams that we happened, so I don't think it's a YouTube issue. I think it
So
literally just might
many
be my own
cars.
computer.
Where in the world am I? This isn't America. It looks like Japan, but everything seems off. This is all just a terrible dream. Right? Right. It's nothing to worry about.
Oh,
just
is this the
my
part where
brain
he runs into
acting up.
Juro?
That's why my surroundings appear to be different. We knew what the risks were going in as Sentinel pilots.
Windows
Professor
update
Doji
time?
made it all very
Maybe.
clear to us. That's right. This has happened before.
I just have to do a big old
I
maintenance,
experienced a similar illusion during the Sentinel
flush
sync
out all the
test.
problems.
He's wearing a boy's school uniform, but appears to have a girl's haircut.
The hell you looking at?
Looking at your sissy
This
haircut.
one has a particularly strange hairstyle.
Hey, you trying to get your ass kicked?
It looks like I've finally gone crazy.
You want to see crazy?
Hey, stop!
And then Keitaro uses some CQC and just wrecks him because he's a trained soldier.
Where am
Was
I?
he carrying bricks in that bag? How did he get knocked out? Dude's a
What
soldier.
is this room? Hold on.
Oh, that's
I
right.
think I
He becomes
remember.
Juro's guest,
Some
thanks to
guy with weird
Natsuno.
hair hit me with his bag. This doesn't look like a detention facility. Either I'm still seeing things, or someone removed me from the Sentinel. Whoever it was brought me to some kind of lab.
There's a box with moving pictures on it. What could this be?
A box-shaped Technicolor projection device. The Sentinel has its own spatial projector as well. But that's highly confidential military technology. It's about baseball. I'm not in a military base, am I? It's a calendar. 1985? It's all in my head. It's just an illusion.
I think a good practice for streamers is to pause Windows updates before a stream. I don't know, I don't really get an indicator popping up in the middle of the stream to tell me, hey, it's
Why
time
are
to
there
update
so many
Windows.
records here? There are way more than I saw at the Hijiyamas.
But you know what? We're just gonna give the old PC a good old scrubbing tomorrow, see if that helps. And just hope for the best. This cannot continue.
Math, modern Japanese.
My PC must become his god.
Lots of textbooks lined up here. Japanese history. So I really am still in Japan then.
My PC is actually just experiencing hardship, so it can use that feedback and data for the machine network so it can evolve. It's all part of the plan.
This can't be right. 1945. The year of Japan's unconditional surrender. Surrender? We lost the war?
And then we made something called
1945.
anime.
That's this year.
What?
August
Mistakes were
6th.
made. We have to stop
Atomic
this.
bomb dropped on Hiroshima. 140,000 killed. 3 days later, second bomb dropped on Nagasaki.
I had a teacher
7,000
once
killed.
who insisted,
All from just two
who
new
hated saying
American
Hiroshima
bombs.
and always said Hiroshima
What is this
and
book?
insisted that was correct.
1951.
I hope that person
U.S.
has
Japan security
has
treaty
stopped
signed.
with the advent of the internet
1964,
and saying, you
Tokyo
know, please stop
Olympics.
that.
How
We
far
can
does
all
this
look
go?
up how it's supposed to be said. We can talk
Wait.
to actual Japanese people,
What did
literally
that
in that city
calendar
right
say?
now, and ask how do you say the name of your city. Please stop embarrassing us. Try leaving. Nope.
It has to be fake. When was this printed? It says here 1985. Could it really be?
You okay? Here.
It's so cold.
That's all that was in the fridge.
Wow.
Not a big fan of soda, I take it?
Some kind of carbonated beverage? I had ramen once at a festival in Tsutsuji, but I was just a kid.
I was like, they have cola in 1940s. That existed.
1985.
Or at the very
Am I
least, it
still
had
in
carbonated
Japan?
beverages.
But in the future?
I'm pretty positive.
Who are you?
I'm Shu Amiguchi, and we're at my apartment in Kamazumi.
Keitaro Miura. So, how did I get here?
I called a taxi and brought you over after you got knocked out.
So you helped me.
Guilty. You know, you really pushed Ogata over the edge. He was already pissed from being chewed out. If he gets in trouble one more time, he's getting suspended. Be real nice if you two could work things out peacefully.
I need to know one thing. What
And we still haven't done Natsuno's,
year is it?
the other two routes on her time thing.
What?
Man, so many
Afraid
routes
you
we
had
haven't
knocked
done.
into a coma for the last few years? Relax, you didn't get hit that hard. It's still 1985, all right? You haven't missed a day.
Okay. Let's do one last battle, then call it a night. Okay. All we need to do is just have my boy on the team. Nice. What's the trick, though? Mobilize mobile factories. Crap, I think those are aerial units, though. I think the mobile factories are... No, RPS were the giant walkers. That look like giant boxes. That for some odd reason we may or may not be able to slice. Alright, so cool. Fujiyama's in. Does he have any... I think he has one with...
Moving out.
I think these two have some sort of sync ability. If Chihiro contacts the team, increases all stats. Okay. Okay, he has one with Natsuno. Interesting. This man's a patriot. I respect it. Attack increases proportional damage done to the city. Considering we do a good job protecting the city, that's actually not that bad, but that's a cool passive ability. Increases back attack range. He just has that passive. So I love this. It doesn't matter. He can work alone. He just does work. I respect it. So it seems some people have hyper condenser and some people have limiter remover. Interesting, so we can send a shockwave out. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna upgrade that there Demolisher Blade. Let's put all the power in. Let's get a +5 Demolisher Blade going. Oh my god, it keeps going. We're gonna stay at +5. His hand glows with an awesome power. His drill is the one that will pierce the heavens. I've heard of someone who refused to pronounce Chipotle correctly. What do they say? Chipotle? Ramen doesn't have much carbonation. It doesn't. But, you know, it's still close. I actually prefer to drink any flavored soda flat. I literally will leave it out and it gets flat. People are like, your soda's getting flat. I'm like, yep, that it does. Because you can actually taste the flavors of it better. Some people like the fizziness and the burning. I just like the flavor of it. Alright, who are we bringing in?
Let's go.
You... Actually, let's round up who has the lowest levels. Alright, so...
I got this.
You're still level 9. Oh dang, he's the lowest level 1. Okay. If we're bringing those giant mobile units, that's good. We're gonna need some crowd control.
Leave it to me.
Man, I forgot. I can't believe we did put interceptors on her. Shame on us. Shame on us. Oh, she can get improved armor too? Alright, what are we losing though? I think we'll lose leg spike. For what it does, it's not worth it. Oops. I do want flare torpedo. Flare torpedo gets work done. Interceptors get a lot of work done. See, the problem with the hypercondenser for the interceptors get a lot of work done, but they don't last they don't last, so that's very expensive, and I don't need that level of burst damage. Flare torpedoes, however, everybody's getting an upgrade on that. That is so worth it. We use multi-lock missiles a lot. Especially you.
Moving out.
Alright, we'll bring one sniper on the team. You're in. Alright. Let's get some work done. Actually, I almost want to bring Iori on. Just to get a sentry gun. Nah, all these guys have interceptors. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. I used to be getting a lot of them, but I think they've either cooled off or they finally left. But I used to call them Name Crusaders for the amount of people that would just nag me about the way I said a name. And yes, there have been times when I have mispronounced the name in a recap. And it sucks because it's usually for older games that don't have pronunciation guides.
Looks like its design was improved too.
Like in the first Zero Escape, I said, you know, Akane instead of Akane. Okay, whatever.
What do we know about this kaiju? Any extra
Sorry I
info
don't watch
can
as much
help
anime
here?
as you do. Whatever. Who cares?
I saw this in the files
I said it
on
correctly the
Shigehima's
next one. I
space
acknowledged my
station.
mistake and I corrected it.
The
Like, what more do you
RPF was
want?
made for deep space exploration.
It's the ultimate manufacturer.
But yeah, I used to call them Name
Its
Crusaders.
nanomachine forge can handle all steps of production.
And everybody would
Even raw
post as if
material
they because they don't read and they don't listen.
It's an
So they think every time they
auto-propagating
post
machine
it, they're
that
the
can
first
generate
person to bring
endless
that up.
copies of itself.
Especially on like 7-year-old videos.
Be careful. Those minor
The
kaiju
biggest
are new
one,
models,
which I
too.
openly admitted because it wasn't resolved until recently, was the Quistis Kistis one. Because it could go either way. But it was officially said in an official Square Enix game, and that's another thing, Square Enix, tomato, tomato. It is Quistis. And I used to say Quistis a lot, but then I considered it, and I was like, actually, it kind of makes more sense for it to be said Kistis. And so I said Kistis, and it turns out that we were right the first time. But whatever. We apologize, we learn, we move on, we don't... It's water under the bridge. Water under the bridge.
Take that.
Here's the plan.
Here's the plan. We are going to create a web of torpedoes. So if anybody is stupid enough to get close, they're gonna have a bad time.
Here goes. There's still hope. Take that.
Kaiju incoming. Where are you? Let's see.
I wonder why Takatoshi is essential for this battle. Oh, he has Okino support in here. That's cool. God, these passes are so good. Alright, let's get out there and start wrecking faces.
Unbelievable. I'm acting like an amateur.
Acting like an amateur. God. Stupid. Oh.
I guess life comes at you fast.
Kinda wish I had a few more lines. Just saying.
Think ahead. Backup deployed. What next? You're like any other punks.
I'm gonna move you out here.
Stay calm. Remember your training. Leave it to me. Did I get it?
Ooh, that boy has a lot of damage.
Okay, let's do
It's
this.
the shield.
Clean them up.
Let's start painting a lot of dots.
Must win. I'm counting on you.
I guess life comes at you fast.
Alright, let's test the ability of the +5 Demolisher Blade. This G-Molar is literally in my way and I can't go either way. That is so dumb. This doesn't count as a back attack? I can't... So if I look at this way, it's a back attack, but I look this way. Okay, whatever. We're taking it. Man, almost with 10k, almost 10k damage. That's a lot of damage.
Here comes the pain. Got him. That's it.
Man, every +1 almost seems to add like... Wow, how did I get that much speed on him? We're gonna need that because we did 8k damage and that's still barely half. Is he facing me? It's so hard to tell facing. Is there a way to tell facing? Like, I see that thing has a little arrow, but you can't really see, you can't rotate the map. And that makes this very challenging. I think he's looking at me. That's funny. Unbelievable. I'm acting like an anime protagonist. I like that. Nice.
What's our plan? They don't stand a chance. A hit! Enemy unit destroyed. Down there.
Actually, we just need single target is what we need here. See how long the interceptors last? They don't last long.
I'm in range.
You're annoying. I will literally just target you.
Hit.
And you didn't. Good
I'll
lord.
try to keep this thing moving. How's that?
No point overthinking it. Class is in session. You like that? I guess these goons don't like me.
Okay, so now that I'm looking at it, you do see a small arrow, and it is slowly turning around. So by the time my turn comes around, it is facing me. Okay. We need to give everyone some EP. Yeah. Oh, you know what? I should have thrown a shield matrix on people. I'm so dumb.
Thanks. I'll make it work.
I don't know if it's worth it to do a leap attack. We'll just do base attack, right? Maybe?
Let's see.
What is the lowest? Okay, leap attack has 3-second wait time. We're cool. Yeah, I thought we would do more. Okay.
Here comes the pain.
It's because I haven't upgraded. They're doing 500 damage. That's nothing. These things have like 40,000 hit points. Okay.
Backup deployed. Back down. Take that! Got one! Got a target on
Still
the
not used to this thing. How's that?
Nice. I wonder if you can stack these multiple flare torpedoes. There's no reason, right?
No point overthinking it. Come on! Take it!
Nice, good job.
There it goes! You're just a fight! Unbelievable. I'm acting like an amateur. I deny you!
any other heat on the side of the map? No. Alright, so get your butt over here. Start working on these chumps.
Not throwing away my shot.
Jersey, how come you have not covered any Dragon Quest games for your What Happened series? Well, Jersey, that's because I only cover good games. I'm just kidding, just kidding, just kidding, just kidding. The real reason is because I have put a soft lock on the amount of series that I have open. I have about 20 open series now on the recapitation, on all those series. And so for all the projects that I have open, all these open series, I put a line in the sand and said enough is enough. I'm not going to keep starting one series, do one game, and then not touch that game for another 3 years. I'm not doing that. So we're going to consolidate, we're going to focus, and we're going to finish up these series in tighter circles, like jump between a couple at a time. And then we're going to knock these off, so that way they're done. We might revisit if a sequel comes out, but we're done, and then we can open up more series. Because we have 20 open playlists. That is insane, and frankly irresponsible. So, I'm fixing that mistake. Dragon Quest will come, but I'm not opening any new series. Unless for some bizarre reason I do like a review or something like that where I isolated it, but I'm making that final call. I'm not allowing anybody to, unless you pay me a lot of money, to allow me to open a new series, and I'm not doing any just requests for that. I'm writing them down, they're on the queue, they'll be for the future, but they're not going to be a priority.
Stay calm. Remember your training.
Hope that answered your question. He doesn't have a good line on these guys. Anti-ground rockets would have been good here. Ironically. We were just talking about in the last battle.
Target confirmed. A hit.
What I need to do is drop a mine
Enemy
there.
number 10 moving in.
Speaking of,
How's this?
There's
That
still
easy?
hope. I won't give up. Number 23.
Okay, let's do
moving.
this.
man, these guys can take a lot. They're standing right in these mines and they do not care. These guys can take a beating.
Don't screw with me. That do it?
That helped because it's armor piercing. I'm so glad they have armor piercing. Armor piercing has become so useful. Alright. Start working on this fool. Nice, good damage. 11k. Good job. Good job.
Take that. Good. Yes, destroyed.
No point overthinking it. Here comes the pain. Yeah! Good. The practice round's over.
I deny you.
Okay, what's the plan? Nice! Say your prayers.
Here's the plan.
Alright. We're turning the tide. This might help.
How's this? Good. I won't back down.
We need armor piercing. We need armor for Kitara. We need something armor piercing. Everybody's getting armor, and he's just missing out.
Good. Next.
Where's that thing facing? I don't see the arrow. So it might be facing me then. I'll take the shot.
A fight! Try again. Okay. What now? Chew on this. Get bit. You like
Get
that?
dead.
That easy. Can always think ahead.
Nice. That cluster's gone.
Too slow. That easy.
Okay, let's do this. Come on! That do it? You're scratched.
Got it! I won't give up.
I didn't forget you. Get out of here.
One down.
Let's see.
Actually, I forgot, because the city's almost down to 90%. That means he's getting a 10% boost of power, too. Man. Takatoshi, just MVP in my book. I love this guy. My boy doing work. Alright, where are you facing? Where is your arrow? Like, I see the little guy's arrow. I don't see this guy's arrow. It might just be facing me. Does this game have a good tutorial? It does, actually, Kami. In fact, the first entire 10 stages of battle are about explaining every aspect of it. And when you unlock new features like upgrades, it comes quick and it's very intuitive. It does have a good tutorial. That's a good thing.
They don't stand a chance. Did I get it? Threat suppressed.
What do I do?
Punch that guy in the face.
Take it. There it goes.
Yes! Got it!
As long as I can keep this thing moving. Get wrecked! Nice! Give it up!
Next move. I'm in range.
And that should be game.
Good. That's that.
Nice.
Termination of enemy
Excellent job, pilots. Return to base. Does anyone else get Big O vibes from the Sentinels? Yes, Zero, I did. Day one, when I saw the models, especially of the G3s, the sniper models, I'm like, this looks so much like Big O. And I'm okay with that. Good cut. You get +1 and a high five from me for that deep cut. I love that. I know I'm making a joke with all the Gundam titles, but at the same time I was thinking of just making a joke of all the Mobile Suit titles.
It's like this.
Because this is weaving together a lot of source material. I am enjoying the recipe this is by throwing so much stuff. This is a stew. We're throwing everything in this pot.
So if the system's expanding its reference data based on its opponents, then based on current feedback.
I liked Big O. Big O's another one that just gets in your head. It just screws with your perception of what you understand.
Well, I mentioned the Sentinels were like siblings to the Deimos, right?
Wait.
I love the battle theme too of Big O.
I'm saying I've got a bad feeling about this.
I think it's called Union Square. The Union Square version of the Big O battle theme is my favorite version of that one. If you ever want to just look that up, use YouTube it. Big O Union Square battle. And that theme is, to me, just super good. I love the way that fight was choreographed. I love the way it was executed. I love the music in it. It did so much right in very simple ways. And also, I just love every time they jump in. It's like, cast in the name of God, ye not guilty. Love that line.
Watching out there.
Big O, it's showtime. That all you got? I don't want to reboot a Big O because I think Big O is perfect for the time it was made, and I think it still holds up. I would encourage people to watch it though. It is an acquired taste. It's very dry. It moves at a very moderate pace, but I think it really delivers in a unique way. There's a lot of mystery and intrigue going on that I think helps ferry you the long haul. I watched all of it, season 1 and season 2, and I think it was great. It's only 2 seasons, very short. Alright, let's get some more revelations. Yep, this is nanomachines, that we knew. I'm kind of used to the shootout tree. The voice actor for the protagonist of Big O was legit? Absolutely. Roger Smith, I'm a negotiator. Everything's negotiable. Like how much I'm gonna punch your face into the ground. So good. So good. Alright. We'll pause here for tonight. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you for everyone who stuck through the technical difficulties we had. I'm gonna see what I can do about that. In between recaps, I have a small reprieve of time to where I deliberately go on cooldown and I have to mentally flush myself out of all the details. It's a bit of a mental process. You kind of get used to it. To me, it's too confusing to jump from one battlefield to another. You have to get all the terms, all the conventions, all the gameplay, all the lore, flush it out of your head because you need to relearn new characters, new world, new lore, new continuity, new relationships, all that. So you just need to step away from like games in general, do something else, just have a break, and reset your mind, and then go in fresh into the next game. Even if it's a game you really like, it's not good because things start to blur together and you'll make mistakes. Efficient resting is just as much of a benefit as efficient practice and work. You shouldn't ever neglect proper rest. And with that, I will let you all go. Thank you so much, everybody, for everyone who jumped in for the stream the first time. A lot of new names here. It's so nice to see all of you guys. Throwing jabs, having jokes, listening to rants, bringing up your own points. It's all good stuff. Good conversations going. And thank you, everyone who enjoyed the recap today. Every time I try to get just a little bit better. Just a little bit. So I appreciate your patience. Thank you so much. I'm Odie Blackmage, and I will see you on the next battlefield. Have a good night.